All right, guys, it's that time of year. I want to show you for 2025 how to find your Medicare PTAN if you're a physical therapist, occupational therapist, or speech language pathologist. There's going to be a super simple tutorial, and it's actually going to show you how to make sure all of your records are up to date. If you're an employed physical therapist working somewhere, you should really have control of your Medicare I&A account. You should understand at least the basics behind what reassignments are out there, and if you need to cancel any reassignments. I've talked to multiple therapists just in the last 4 weeks who found out that their Medicare provider number was being billed for another therapist delivering services when they left the organization. So let me show you how to clean everything up. First thing you're going to do, you can go straight to Google. You can type in Medicare I&A, and we can go to the Identity and Access Management System. Once we get here, we're going to accept the terms and conditions. You're going to put in your username and login. Now, I know some of you guys are looking at this and you're like, I don't know if I have an account. I don't know when I set it up. If you don't know if you have an account, you can come over here to Create Account Now. When you click on that, you can try to put in your email address. If something shows up, cool. If nothing shows up, you can start the process of creating an account. It's going to get to a point where it asks you about your social security number. If you put in your social security and there's already an existing account, it will not let you create a new account. So what you'll do is you'll click Help. You'll come to Contact EUS page, and you're going to call the 1-800 number so that you can get a representative on the phone to help you regain access of your account. I can't even tell you how many therapists have had an employer create the account for them, and they have no idea or no control over it. This is your property. It's associated with your social security number. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Let's pretend that you do have an account and that you know how to do it. I'm going to send the verification code, and now we're in. Once you have access to your Medicare I&A account, you can go through the different tabs. You can look at your profile. You can look at your connections. You can make sure all of the information here is correct. And then over here on the side, you can see that there's the NPPES. That is the MPI database. If you haven't done it lately, go ahead, open a new tab, type in mpiregistry.cms.hhs.gov, search for yourself. So I'm Anthony Maritato. Whoops. It would help if I spell my name right. I come in here and I can see, okay, here's my name. Here's my MPI. I can see this is my individual MPI. This is the correct address for mailing correspondence. This is the correct address for primary practice where I'm working, which is my practice. It's got some other information in here. So we're good. But you might have an old employer's address in there. You should update that. The way you update it is you come back here, you click the link, you go to the MPPES website. I'm going to accept. It's going to look like this. It's going to look, all of these sites look very similar. You're going to use your login. It's usually the same login that you had for the Medicare I&A account. You're going to do the same verification. You're going to say it's a private device. You're going to consent. Okay, and then once you're in here, this is where you could edit or modify anything that you need. So if I type in my name, you can see here, this is me. If I needed to edit any information, I would click on the pencil. I would come in, click the next screen, and this is where I could update my mailing address. I could update any of the information that you saw. But it's your responsibility to make sure that this is accurate and up to date. Then what we're going to do is we go back to Medicare I&A. We go into the PCOS system. You're going to log in. And now here is where we're going to find your Medicare PTAN. So it's inside the home screen of the PCOS account. You're going to see right across the top here, additional resources, Medicare ID search tool. You're going to click on that. You're going to type in your name. You're going to type in any state that you've worked in. You can only do one state at a time. So I'm going to choose Ohio. you're going to need your 10-digit MPI. So I'm going to grab that from the registry if you don't know it. And you're going to do a search. And so this is going to pull up Anthony Maritato in Ohio, physical therapist in private practice, my MPI, Medicare ID. This is the Medicare PTAN. It's got other information, like this one was from November 2026 to December 2014. Then this one is September 2011 to current. There is no end date. This is the active Medicare provider number that I have. And so you can do this for your business. You can do this for yourself personally. But if you're an employed therapist, you need to do this. The other thing you should do is look at your active reassignments. To do that, go back to your regular PCOS login, click on My Associates, go down to your name, click Enroll or View Enrollments, scroll down. So this is my Ohio enrollment. I'm going to click View and Manage Reassignments. And you can see here I've got two listings. The old one, which you saw previously from 2006 to 2011, and then the current one. It's for Total Therapy Solutions, which is my business. It's got my personal MPI. This is an approved enrollment. This is the Medicare provider number. You can obviously also find it here. The receiving Medicare provider number, that means this is the PTAN for my business. This is the PTAN for my personal. It's got the effective date. There is no end date because I'm still actively working there. If I was working for another private practice sometime in the past, that would be listed here. If I know that I'm not going to work for that private practice anymore, I would want to end that enrollment. To do that, you just click Manage Reassignments. You can see it says Add New Reassignments, Remove a Reassignment where the applicant has reassigned to someone else, Change information on the reassignment. So you would go through this process to remove reassignments. But that's it. Pretty simple. You can get this done within a couple minutes. I would tell you it's something you should probably do once a year at least, maybe more often. But if you have any questions or need specifics, let me know down in the comments.